Alright, so here is my little colony beginning. Just a broken down school bus.
This looks like a good place to settle. You know what we learned in the Endzone? Basic needs come first and foremost. We have to build up a water and food.
Water and food, that is our primary goal. So first thing I'm going to start with is a jetty. That's where your water collectors can go out into the water, grab it, and put it in storage. I love roads, by the way. I love putting roads everywhere. I don't know why. I just feel like it makes the character's path easier to, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So we'll set up a road to the jetty so they can get to the water easily. There's many different buildings you can use for water. The first one I always use is a cistern. You can always upgrade it later to a water tower, but you need special things for the water tower. That's why I start with a cistern. And we'll do some houses. I like setting up little neighborhoods and having enough space in between so I can use decorations. That makes them happy. I also use a set pattern for houses because it gives me the chance to decorate and I know exactly how many people are going to be where. So our first food production is a hunting cabin or a hunting lodge. But we need stuff to build it with, so I'm looking at scrap collectors and people to cut down the trees. Another food collection is a field cultivator or cultivating field. You can grow crops here. I like putting mine at about 10 by 10. Let's see all the little spots that have to be cleared off. All those little axes mean there's trees. There's red there, so there's something there that I cannot build over. It's probably a large debris of scrap. So I'll just work to clear the trees away and then I can get a better look at what exactly is in there. I can clear away some of the smaller scrap. Starting off nice, got the road. So now, one of the big things you need is charcoal. You have to produce charcoal for the water towers and for the protective clothing. Charcoal you get from burning trees. But I also need a decontamination post. That helps to get rid of the radiation that you'll end up having in food and water. I always put the three together because the decontamination post needs water to be made. Alright, how am I doing on this side? Clearing away a lot. You can see the larger chunks of scrap that my settlers aren't taking out. That's too big for them. But they're not doing too bad with the smaller ones. Get some more trees going. We're doing okay with food and water. So I need plastic in order to build the decontamination post. So for that, I'm going to have to separate the scrap into 3 different categories: cloth, plastic, and metal. Build another road for something. You never know what'll come up. I've already put down right here a building that's a tailor shop where we will build protective clothing. And there is a workshop for tools. Now all those can't be built without the recycling component, so I'll start 4, or I'll build 4. But I'll only have 2 in production. I only have 12 settlers right now, so I need to spread them out. When I get more settlers, I'll be able to have more people doing the recycling and other things. So the food's coming along nicely. I'm going to need some more housing. The houses let your settlers have children. And that's a good thing, because that's how your population grows, where you can do more stuff. It can also be a bad thing. You get too many people, and you've got too much strain on your food and all your other resources. So, 2 are shut down, 2 are going, plastic and cloth. So we'll move to get more trees. How are we doing on that? There's still a little bit more recycling that can be done. So we'll move it up. I'm going to need that area cleaned out for more buildings. So I'll get as much of it out as I can. My population's going up, so that's good, but I'm getting a little low on water and food. That's not so good. Food's being cultivated. But I think I'm going to need more, so perfect. I will just build a little fishing hut. Again, more houses. I try not to make the neighborhoods too big. After a couple more rows, I'll do something else. So that's a nice way to start off my colony. I've got a good amount of food going. I've got water. I've got trees. It's looking pretty good. The scrap is coming along nicely. The recycling is coming along nicely. Once I get more people, I'll have more recyclers, more farmers, more hunters. So for part 2, we will continue with building the colony and adding more resources.